Well, it's your boy Astro coming at you today again. That's right. Y'all get used to me. Get used to me. If you don't love me, if you ain't loving me right now, then you ain't gonna never love me. That's just how it is. It is what it is. And you know what I do. I'm nosy. I like knowing things. I like knowing stuff. That's right. I am nosy. As a matter of fact, I get a pleasure in being nosy. I can even teach you how to be nosy. Okay? All right? And just for clarification, just want y'all to I'm gonna show you a little introduction to my nosy class, okay? Hey, it's your boy Astro coming at you with another astrology lesson. You know, just coming to give you the biz, just the biz. All right. And I want to welcome you to this class. Are you excited? This is gonna be a fun astrology lesson, y'all. Just want you to understand that. We're gonna get into people's businesses. And then some of you are pretty nosy. So make sure you have the following before we start. A functioning brain, because it's important. You need a functioning brain to learn. Number 2, a working phone or laptop. It's obvious that you're on one of these, so you won't be listening to me right now. And 3, something to snack on, but no candies and sweets. Leave it up to Astro to do that things. Y'all stay healthy. And number 4, a nosy attitude. Just be willing to want to know everything about everyone and everywhere. Now, unfortunately, we have to go over some class rules. And rule number 1, there are no rules, except be respectable to the people who are commenting and sharing their opinions and ideas. Just show respect, okay? And rule number 2, just in case you forgot, then read rule number 1 again. Now, today's astrology lesson is on progress charts. We're going to be delving deep into somebody's chart. That's right. So buckle up. We are about to go deep. That's right. Deep. So I don't know, everybody be talking about the sun, moon, and rising, because that's all they know. That's all most people know. They don't know much about like your asteroids or, stuff like, let me just pull this up. Asteroids and other planets. The only thing they know is sun, moon, and rising. Well, and everybody just know the natal chart. Well, you need to learn your whole chart. You need to learn your progress chart as well. So while you're studying your natal chart, your progress chart should be simultaneous right here and right there at the same time. That's right, because your progress chart is who you are right now. And if you don't know who you are right now, then who are you right now? You can't even tell. You can't even tell me. But, you leave it up to a person like me, and I'd probably, tell you who you are. Some people like to do it, some people don't. And I want to say hello to everybody who showed up, who's here with me right now, as you always do. Appreciate you. Appreciate y'all for being here. I want to send a shout out to Monica Bell. As you can see, she's a great. Listen, I appreciate all of y'all, but when I see people with the S by their chest, I'm excited because these are my tribe members. These are people who ride or die. These are the reasons why I could able to eat some food in the day. Y'all feed me. And I appreciate that. And it's the only reason why I could actually operate and do what I do right now, to get, nice software, to pay for the software, the updates and what have you, is because of you. And I appreciate you. Another one of my tribe members, Auburn Austin. Oh, thank you very much for just even being here. All right. Hey, Sugar Love, Miss Love, Savi. Glad to have you. And my long time, Tanya Lipscomb. She's been supporting me from day one. And I appreciate y'all for being here. Right? But we're going to talk about some charts. Okay? And I know the name who you see up here, the name who you saw up here earlier, is not a name that most people, want to hear. Y'all don't want to hear the name. All right? However, I'll tell you this. Listen to me carefully. I don't give a. That's right. Donald Trump gave y'all the middle finger just like Beyonce did. If you ain't trying to hear about my boy Donald Trump, then you can get what? The middle finger. That's right. Because that's about to be the next I know some of y'all don't like to do it. So just want y'all to know. My mama put a gun to my head and said, you better talk about Donald Trump. I'm just playing. My mom is a truther. She's like, listen, Donald Trump is the truth. And, I'm on that train a little bit. I was a heavy Obama fan. I was very much an Obama fan. Then I realized, you know what I mean? Those two people can't stand on side each other. They can sit on side, but they can't stand on side each other. And I'm not saying that, y'all think the problem with us, the melanated community is we think that everybody's melanated has your best interest at heart. My brother, my sister. That brother will take a knife and jick it so much times in your bag that you don't even know. I don't care about color. If you care about color, then I care that you care about color. But if you don't care about color, then I love it. I know I chose this avatar to be a black, strong dude in this lifetime, but I've been many different races in different lifetimes. And so if you, you've been more than just a black person or a white person. You've been persons. And that's another topic on its own. We ain't getting there. We ain't going there today. I get really, really, passionate about that conversation. We're going to talk about progress charts and how progress charts and your natal chart combined can tell you what your destiny is and what you're about to do at this very point in time. And at this very point in time, y'all have one of the most infamous men to ever sit in the White House to be running again. His name is Donald J. Trump. That's right. And the black community is feeling Donald J. Trump. They was like, first we thought you was a cracker. We thought that you were just about the white people and your money. And then they go on and hide Biden. Wasn't no money going around. Nobody checking for businesses. Nobody was checking for the black people. Even before him, y'all had Obama, who even though he may be the same skin tone as me, he don't give a goddamn about black people. That's right. He doesn't care. But this same girl right here, this guy right here, he does. Okay? This guy right here, look, he probably on the phone with Snoop Dogg right now. Look at that. That dude is on the phone talking to Dr. Dre like, yo, bro, what the beats at? You know what I'm saying? He probably on the phone with Carisha like, yeah, hey, what's pity? No, he ain't doing that. He ain't doing the beat anything. I'm just saying. You feel me? We're going to talk about the man. I haven't talked about his chart in a while. And I feel like since the election is coming up, and since most people don't give a about elections these days, let's talk about it. Let's talk about his chart. All right. Now, it is prophesied via the Simpsons that his daughter, Melania Trump, will also be the first woman president of the United States of America. They also predicted that she will be the last president of the United States of America. Do y'all know that? Did y'all hear that? You hear me? This is said on the most prophetic cartoon I've ever watched in my whole entire life, The Simpsons. Melania Trump, not Melania, not the mother, the daughter, Melania Trump, is going to be the first woman president. So that means that Nikki Haley Has no chance. She ain't even gonna be. No, it's not gonna happen. But y'all ain't into politics. That's so problem. I'm into everybody's politics. I'm into Africa's politics, London politics. I'm in everybody's politics. I need to know the chart of their country, the chart of the ruler that's ruling in, because I'm completely nosy. I like knowing things. Okay, it is what it is. And like I said before, Donald Trump, my boy, because you know what? He the ladies' man. He ever been the ladies' man. Check it out. He's like, I'm a stand at all the beautiful chicks. And maybe one day, the first lady may be a former pageant winner. Made it happen. He made it happen. You see what I'm saying? We're going to also cover the question is him and his wife, are they happy? I mean, when you look at it, the looks are priceless. Maybe the cameraman who, caught them off guard while they were having a heated debate or conversation. I don't know. But it looks like something took place, and we're going to dig into that because I'm nosy. And you nosy too. That's why you're here. You're here to listen and to get into it. All right? Y'all are here to get into it. All right? Like I said, thank you guys for being here. All those who showed up, thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all. So obviously that we appreciate you. I'm coming to class as soon as the IRS drop my refund. Yeah, that's going to be in the 27th. How I know? Because I'm nursing. All right? Monica said he's from Palm Beach, where I'm from. Oh, that's where he live, huh? That's where he moved at. That's where he went. Okay. Y'all want me to read Obama's chart? Yeah, I read a chart. Y'all ain't going to like it. Y'all ain't going to like it. All right? I definitely ain't going to like it. Sabi said, did he say they're all time travelers? Hey, Sugar, what's going on, Nita B? Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Hey, Queen Neek, what's going on? You for Trump too? That's what I'm talking about. If only I was an American citizen, I'd be up for Trump. Now, just hold on a minute. I have to, for this purpose, I have to pay some bills. And the bill is that I have a sponsor. And that sponsor is myself.
Hey, class. How you doing? It's your boy Astro, as you know.
It's back. The Astro Einstein School of Astrology is happy to bring to you the Spring 2024 Beginner's Astrology course. Here's where it all begins. And now returning, the exciting intermediate level. For the stellar students who have graduated the beginner's course and want to learn more, it's your time.
I'm here to share the amazing experience I had taking Astro's Einstein Beginner's Astrology course.
My experience, I came in only really knowing about my sun sign. I was in a class with people who knew their whole natal chart. I was a little intimidated.
We learning new things, new ways, new exciting things that other people not really learning. So
I just want to share that if you're looking for somebody to invest in so that way you become well-renowned in astrology, these are going to be the classes to take, which is with Astro.
The ways I've grown in just understanding myself, my son, my family, the world, how I show up in the world, it's truly impacted me. And I would highly recommend, if you want to know more about yourself, more about how things work.
I had the opportunity to learn a lot about myself, my personality, why I'm the way I am in this lifetime.
I'm going to continue to keep taking the classes because it's astrology. The sky's the limit, and he's an amazing teacher.
If you're into these type of things, if you love these type of things, I definitely highly recommend you join the class. I'm actually going to be taking a course next semester. I'm getting back in
I cannot wait to go to intermediate and beyond. I feel extremely fulfilled. So 10 out of 10, I recommend.
It's just a beautiful experience. What are you waiting for? Sign up, enroll. You're missing out.
Now that you've heard it from our stellar students, why wait? Register today. And be sure to visit the website for more information and other services. We look forward to seeing you in class soon.
All right. Attaboy. Well, that's what's happening. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to my commercial. As you know, I'm supported by only the people inside the green and people who are part of me, who pour into me, and also, I have to myself. You feel me? You just got to do what you got to do. All right, you just got to do what you got to do. All right, period, point blank. We wanted to scroll across the bottom so we could see it. And is Donald Trump going to be the next president, or will something happen to him? And for those who have like, a super, you want, information about you can send a super chat if you are on my YouTube channel. Send a Cash App if you're on my Facebook. Let's do it like how we want to do it. Let's take a look at these conversations. We're going to look at Donald J. Trump. I said that I feel like he's a whole alien. Monica Bell says, me too. That means Joe Biden, right? Biden. Now, there's a lot of speculation. I know all of y'all watch one or two clips and y'all thinking, yo, they gonna assassinate this dude. This dude is like, these people don't like him. I don't know how he's surviving so long. It was so much so that one of the guys literally asked him, so you're not afraid to get assassinated? Like, you may die. I think it was Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson asked the dude, you're not afraid of being assassinated? He's like, well, Tucker. And he started focusing on something else. He's like, I'm going to die anyway. I'm 81. What's the worst and they could do to me? I done had a bunch of women. I done been married a few times. I got some smart kids. They got houses. They got homes. They done been to college. They done lived the best life. I done been in every part of the world. I've been the president of the United States of America, not only once, but twice. And I drove the best cars. I done sit in the best hotels. Tell me what in the world has this man not done? Even if something was to happen. I'm just saying, and I'm not wishing that, and I'm not speaking death for anybody. We're not going to predict Donald Trump's death. But we're going to look at what's going to be happening. Will he end up being the next president? We don't know. We're not sure of this, are we? But maybe we are. Maybe we just are. And I happen to have his chart. Okay? That's right. I happen to have Donald J. Trump chart. Now, before we get to this chart, there are things in the sky called fixed stars. If you don't know what fixed stars are, then you're missing out on the reason why you are who you are now. Fixed stars are stars that are far in different constellations that are very big stars, and they fix because they stay in one particular spot for a very long time. They move very, very slowly. So it seems as if they're not moving, but they are slowly. And fixed stars don't change signs very often, or degrees too often. So these, when you have a planet that's aligned with one of these fixed stars, it gives you a fated experience. That means that you are fated to do this particular thing. You are fated to do this particular thing. One of the infamous stars or fixed stars that Donald Trump has in his chart is the star called Regulus. Regulus. And this is known as a royal star. Okay? It's known as a royal star. It means that this person literally was made to be royal. Okay? Made to be royal. And I'm going to teach y'all a little bit, okay? We're going to go into it. And because I'm lazy, all right? Because I'm lazy, not lady. I'm lazy. I'm going to share a screen, and we're going to go to no other than the professor himself. That's right. We're going to go to the professor, Professor GPT. Professor GPT. And let's see what Professor GPT got to say. We're just going to take a look at this fixed star. And we're going to share a little bit so y'all can see what this fixed star is about, okay? So, Professor, tell us what the fixed star Regulus means in the natal chart. In astrology, the fixed star Regulus is one of the 4 royal stars of Persia, also known as the Watcher of the North. It is associated with the zodiac sign Leo and is considered one of the most powerful and auspicious stars in the sky. Regulus is located at approximately 0 degrees and 5 minutes in the constellation of Leo. Absolutely incorrect. Regulus is actually located in Leo, the 29th degree. When Regulus is prominent in a natal chart, it can indicate qualities such as leadership. Regulus is associated with qualities of leadership, authority, and power. Individuals with strong placements in Regulus may have a natural inclination towards leadership roles and may exhibit qualities of charisma, and confidence. Success. Regulus is often associated with success, fame, and achievement. People with prominent Regulus placements may find themselves in position of prominence, receiving recognition or accolades for their accomplishments. Integrity. Regulus is also linked with themes of honor, integrity, and nobility. Individuals with strong Regulus placements may have a strong sense of morality and may strive to uphold principles of fairness and justice. Y'all hear that? Fairness and justice. Ambition. Regulus is associated with ambition and a strong drive for success. People with prominent Regulus placements may be highly motivated individuals who are determined to achieve their goals and make a significant impact in their chosen field. Y'all see that? Did y'all read that with me? Did y'all see that just now? Now, I know you're wondering, where is Donald Trump's chart? Why is it so like, yeah, we get it, Astro. We get it about the fixed star Regulus. What about Donald Trump? Okay, well, I'll show you. I will show you exactly what I mean by that. Okay, so this is Donald, I suppose with the J, Trump, born January 14th, 1946 at 10:54 a.m., Jamaica, Queens, New York. And as you can see, his ascendant is at 29 degrees 58 minutes. Okay? The man was almost born a Virgo rising because it's born on this exact same thing right here. It creates this, how should I put it? This destiny to be great. He is destined to be great. All right? And if you have your ascendant, your sun, your moon, your Mercury, your Mars, your Venus, your Jupiter on that degree, well, more so the personal planets. If you have your MC with it on the 29th degree, then you are destined to be somebody. If you have 29 degrees on your descendant, then that means your partner is going to be a great man or a great woman, whoever you choose to be in your relationship. If you have these placements, that's just, it is what it is. You see, but I know you're like, well, Astro, well, how come, Donald Trump, who else got this placement? There are quite a few others. It brings also fame and fortune, money, finances. We have one famous person that you all should know. I don't know how you know them, but you know who they are. You know who this person is. And instead of me just going about and just telling you who this person is, I think I'm going to show you who the person is. That's right. It's a famous person. And he's your friend. He's definitely your friend, I think. And that guy is no other than that's right. Your boy, Drake, has the exact same degree as Donald Trump. Don't believe me? I actually have his chart to show you. I got his chart. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all ain't got to believe me. I'm going to show you his chart so y'all can see what I'm talking about. All right? So this is Donald J. Trump. He is 29 degrees, 58 minutes. And you got Drake at 29 degrees, 51 minutes. Okay? It's almost identical. Just 7 minutes off. Just 7 minutes. I wonder if Drake and Donald Trump, if they got a relationship. Y'all think they cool? Y'all think they cool with each other? I don't know. I don't know if they're cool, but however, it is shown that these two people were destined to be royal, regal, rich, famous. That's right, famous. And if you don't have, a placement, it's okay. There are other royal stars, but that's not the topic of today. As time goes on, as you learn more, you're going to learn a lot more about these placements and if it's in your chart. Today is about Donald J. Trump, his progressed chart. We're going to look and see if to this day, if he's going to be the president of the United States of America. Let's take a look. Let me go and pull up his chart again. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to go from Drake and we're going to look at Donald J. Trump. Now, this is his natal chart, y'all. Okay. If you didn't know, his sun, which represents, being the shining star, is conjunct his north node and conjunct Uranus. He's for the people, y'all. He's for connecting people. His purpose in his lifetime is, as you can see from this, is bringing people together again. It's friends. Why? Because the 11th house rules friends and associates. It rules connecting with people, humanitarian effort. So when you ask the question, is Donald Trump for the people? Based upon his chart, he sure is. He definitely is. All right. And Gemini is ruled by Mercury. His Mercury is in Cancer, sitting in the 12th house. So Cancer rules home, motherland. That's right. It rules the motherland, home. The 12th house rules hidden things, spirituality, collective unconscious. So if you're asking me about like Donald Trump, if I feel as if he's sincere, I feel as if he is. I feel as if he is truly sincere. Some people ask, is he a racist? Is he a bigot? Is he so-and-so? And I want to say this to you. I could say the same thing for, I feel as if Barack is one of the biggest racists in the world because he don't really like black people. That's right. I feel like Obama is racist. He don't really like black people like that. He just like what we can do. You feel me? You don't like it? You don't like what I say? I don't really care. And neither does Donald Trump. All right? So don't come at me, you Obama lovers. I love the dude when he was getting it. I actually almost cried. I shed a tear. I did. Almost. And I realized I ain't weak. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just serious. All right. Now we're gonna look at his we're gonna pull up his progress chart. So let's look at his chart. As you can see, he has the placements of MC being in Taurus, Taurus being in ruled by Venus. Venus is in Cancer, and it's conjunct Saturn, representing being authoritative figure. All right. And I know some people be like, well, will he die from an assassination? Will somebody kill him? Is this how he gonna die? And I would say, I'm never telling y'all. Even if I know, I just don't know. So, well, let me look at progress chart. We're going to do a progress chart for him. And now, Donald Trump is now, it ain't looking too good, y'all. His ascendant is in the 2nd degree in Scorpio. Okay? 2nd degree in Scorpio. Not only that, y'all. Oh, this ain't looking too good. In his 10th house, he has Pluto there. He has his Mercury there. Psyche and Pluto. His MC is going to change signs. Change degree at some point when it's time for election. I think that's in November, December, January. Okay? In November. It's going to be rough because I think this MC is going to be closer to Pluto. Now, this planet Pluto represents death, destruction. It rules chaos. It rules power, control, manipulation. And with his Pluto sitting conjunct, this shows that at this point in time, what he wants is ultimate power. And the chart is showing that he is possibly going to achieve that. There's a strong possibility that he is going to achieve that. Based on what I'm looking at, when I see, I can see it happening. You understand what I'm saying? Woo-wee. Now, this is where it gets a little bit scary. Now, because Pluto is the rule of sex, death, regeneration, and it's conjunct the MC, meaning how you're going to be known, there's a strong possibility that this could lead to ultimately death for him. Why you say that? Like, Asha, why are you saying that? Don't speak that on our president. Listen, that's going to be my president too. I love the man. However, I also see that his North Node is widely conjunct Uranus and is sitting in the 2nd house in his progress chart. In the 8th house in his progress chart in Gemini. Okay. That to me, that's sort of a red flag. It means that at this point in time, when it comes to anything to do with death, sex, or generation, Mercury has a lot to say about what happens with this North Node, and so does Uranus. And with his Mercury sitting in Leo, full authority figure, but Leo being ruled by the Sun, and his Sun is sitting in the 11th house, not the 12th, y'all, in the 11th house in Virgo, meaning that there can be some health issues as well. Okay, some health issues that may plague Mr. Donald J. Trump, or they could be somebody who feel as if they can do a better job, a friend or associate. I don't want to go too deep into it, but looking at this right here, Chiron being the ruler of Virgo, being conjunct wily Mars, I don't want to make a stretch and say that something secret is about to happen. Something very secretive is going to happen. I feel like somebody's going to try to steal his election again. They're going to try to steal the man's election again. All right? That's what I see. So the question is, how did he end up married with Venus conjunct Saturn in the 12th house? Good question. And that's why I love this. I love this. Thank you, Christina. I missed you, sugar. Just want you to know. Glad that you're here with me. How did he end up married with Venus conjunct Saturn in the 12th in his natal chart? Is because Venus and Saturn together makes a long-term relationship. See, Venus in Cancer is very traditional. It wants to be married. It feels the need to be married. So, it wasn't. It isn't beyond them. It's just the fact that when Venus and Saturn come together, that creates longevity in relationship. Okay, it does. Back to his chart. So back to this chart again. As you can see, his moon is in Scorpio. It just arrived there. It's going to be there for the next 2.5 years, sitting in the first house. Even in what I consider a mundane chart, that's a chart of, the country. When the moon represents the people. And it's obvious that the people, because the moon is conjunct the ascendant, will be with Donald J. Trump. I think that if they try to do something of that nature, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a terrible problem. The people will revolt. It'll be mass hysteria. You ever saw a revolution? That's what may happen. And because the North Node is sitting inside the 8th house and it's conjunct Uranus, and Uranus normally represents rebellion, revolution, and with Mercury representing different kinds of or different sides of the fence, there's going to be a considerable, how should I put it, future of, if this plays out, this Pluto conjunct the MC plays out, and something happens to him, there's going to be a revolt. I mean, we know that in our heart and our head, but to see the astrology chart revealing this, pretty scary. It's very, very scary. Now he's gonna get robbed of something. Whenever there's a Mars conjunct Neptune, there's some smoke and mirrors with some action that's taking place. In order to know where it's going to take place, you look at the house, and it's in the 12th house, which rules hidden things in secret. Some stuff is going to happen. And because Libra rules politics, it shows that these people think that they're going to be healing the nation, and they're going to do some really foul shit. They're going to try to do some really stealing. All right, some serious stealing of people. Okay? That's just what's going to happen. Will he make a great leader? This time he's going to be a dictator. Pluto conjunct that MC. He going to hang every single one of those people, especially the fact that his son has progressed into Virgo for the past few years. He is going to be a dictator. He's going to be like, listen, between me and you did this wrong, and you did this wrong, and you did this wrong, because his Pluto is subject to the planet, the sun. because Leo is sitting in the sign of Leo. So in Leo, the sun is sitting in the sign of Virgo, which rules, perfectionism, work ethics. This man is going to eat those people alive. How you know he's going to be the president? It's because when the ruler of the ascendant, is in the 10th house or conjunct the MC in the 10th house, this person is going to be the ultimate ruler, the ultimate leader. Okay? He is going to win the next presidency. Whether you like it or not, he is going to be the next president. There's a strong possibility that he could also die in office, which can cause mass hysteria with the people around. Scary thought, ain't it? But it's what he chose. He chose this thing before he came here. We all chose these things before we came here. Okay. Now, there are other fixed stars that represents, dying, death, so to speak. Okay. Especially in the fixed stars. And we're going to have our professor, our assistant professor, ChatGPT, Professor GPT, to show us some of those fixed stars that represent death. I know y'all don't like hearing about it, but it is what it is, right? I gotta show you. We got to show you how this works. So let me share and present. Now, this is not limited to just these stars, okay? And our assistant professor, ChatGPT, says, in astrology, the various cultural mythologies, there are several fixed stars that have been associated with death or endings. It's important to note that these associations are often symbolic and can vary greatly depending on the cultural context and interpretation. Here are a few examples, not limited to. All right. Algol, okay, also known as the demon star. And just to be real, Algol. Algol is one of the best known stars associated with death in Western astrology. It represents the severed head of Medusa in Greek mythology and is often associated with violence, misfortune, and sudden calamity. Let's go down. Antares is the brightest star in the constellation Scorpius and is often associated with themes of transformation and rebirth due to its placement in the heart of Scorpio. In some interpretation, it can also symbolize death and destruction, particularly in battle. Sirius, although Sirius is primarily associated with themes of power, leadership, and success in many cultures, some astrologers believe it can also indicate a sudden and unexpected death or major life changes. And Achenar is the brightest star in the constellation Eridanus and is associated with endings and transitions in some interpretations. It's often seen as a symbol of letting go or releasing what no longer serves you. And you have Fomalhaut. Or some people like to pronounce it Fomalhaut. Is the brightest star in the constellation Pisces Austrinus and is associated with themes of mysticism and imagination. In some interpretation, it can also indicate a preoccupation with death or the afterlife. Then, as you can see, Regulus Regulus is the brightest star in the constellation Leo and is often associated with themes of royalty, leadership, and ambition. However, some astrologers believe it also can indicate downfall or loss, especially if one becomes too arrogant or overbearing. And then there's Aldebaran. Aldebaran is the brightest star in the constellation Taurus and is often associated with themes of endurance, stability, and determination. However, in some interpretation, it can also symbolize as violence or conflict leading to death. So now that you've got a little bit of information about these stars, now it's time to learn what degree these stars are on. And our professor will be really, really happy to let us know exactly where those degrees are. As a matter of fact, he responds very quickly. And Algol is located around 26, 27 degrees in Taurus. Antares is located 9 degrees in Sagittarius. Sirius is found around 14 degrees in Cancer. Achernar is positioned around 15 degrees in Pisces. Fomalhaut is located around 3 degrees in Pisces. Regulus is situated around 29 degrees of Leo. Aldebaran is around 9 degrees in Gemini. Okay. So now that our assistant professor, has given us information about where these degrees are, we can now look at his progressed stars. Let's see if death is in the calling for our friend, the Donald J. Trump. Give me a second. Let me look for it. Let me find it so we can see if it's looking like how we think it is looking. I know you'd like to know, right? I don't mean to, I don't mean to do it to you guys. I just be playing. I'm just messing around. Okay. I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see as I'm looking at the same time. All right. And here we are looking at the entire screen. There you go. So let's take a look at his, first and foremost, the ascendant. The ascendant is in 2 degrees, Scorpio. The moon, 0 degrees. Is that any one of those? No. You know what? We're going to do it a little different for you guys. I'm going to get the long list. The long list of fixed stars. And you tell me what you think. Okay, we're going to go into the list of fixed stars. And if you want to learn about fixed stars and the long list of them, you can find out through Astrology King. Ooh. Okay, let me share this with you guys so you can take a look. Because I like teaching y'all. This is class. This is class 101. Let's take a look at the fixed stars. And as you can see, you can come to this website. It's Astrom Council to get understanding of the fixed stars until I put it on my website, and you can come to my website. That's it. So we're going to scroll down those and look to see if we see anything in comparison to his chart. All right, we don't see nothing in Aries. We don't see nothing in Taurus. But we do see a lot of stuff in Gemini. We see a few things in Gemini. Okay. We see a few things in Gemini. As you can see, in 9 degrees in Gemini, 9 degrees, 47 minutes, there is the fixed royal star, right? Watcher of the East, honors, war, mongering, agitation, unfortunate, and Mars. I want you to hold that thought of that 9 degrees Aldebaran, okay? Then you have the 16 degree, which is Orion's foot. And this fixed star is known as Rigel. Technical, artistic ability, inventiveness, humor, honors, riches, happiness, fortunate. That's Jupiter and Mars. That's 16 degrees, 50 minutes. Do not lose track of what I'm saying so you can understand where I'm coming from with this. So those are the Gemini ones. We want to scroll down. We're going to take a look at Leo. Let's go into Leo. We ain't going to do anything else right now. Let's go all the way to Leo. Even though Cancer's there as well, we're going to focus on Leo. And when you scroll down, you take a look at these other placements. And from the 7 degree, because he has his, if we look at his chart, he has his Saturn in the 3rd degree, his MC in the 8th degree, Pluto in the 12th degree, his Mercury, which is the rule of his 8th house, into 23rd degree. So I want you to keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Okay. 8 degrees. Look what it says. 7 degree, 12 minutes. Inner drive, reclusive, blindness, murder, tragedy, fires, unfortunate. That's right. And that's his MC right now at this point in time is on the 8th degree. 8 degrees. So I know you're saying, oh, that's a little close. It's a little cutting it. Okay, well, let's go down and let's get to another degree. Remember now, fixed stars, once is between 1 and 2 degrees. We use 1 and 2 degrees. Some astrologers say a few minutes. Okay. Some people say a few minutes. Some people say 2 degrees. Now, his Mercury, the Mercury is on the 23rd degree. The 23rd degree. And if you look at the fixed stars here, as you're looking, 22nd degree, at 24th degree. These 2 fixed stars, all right, own worst enemy, an unfortunate degree, no freedom to act on one's own behalf, unfortunate. And the 24th degree, so this degree, the Mercury degree, is going to be changing because it's progressing. And it's sitting in between these 2 things, right? 24 degrees and 22 degrees. It's a strength, plunder, swagger, yet simple and without guile. Unfortunate. Okay. As you can see, that is that degree. Between these 2 degrees, it shows unfortunate. So if you're asking me if Donald Trump, with those degrees alone, with the ruler of the 8th house is conjunct a fixed star of that magnitude, and when the North Node is sitting in that sign, like it is, like you just saw, when it's sitting in this sign, Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and the Mercury is in the 23rd degree, and it's still moving, because you see it's 43. There's only 60 minutes in a degree, so it's soon to be moving into the 24th degree. Right, so it's in between the 22nd and the 24th degree right now. Then you have the North Node, which is at the 16th degree. That means it's fixed. There's a fixed purpose, a fixed experience sitting in Gemini. And just in case you forgot what it looks like, just in case you didn't remember what it said, I'm going to show you again the 16th degree of that placement in Gemini. So let's scroll up. Go back to Gemini. So it's in between these two right here. So it's a 16 degree. Okay. That is fortunate. This is actually fortunate. So he's gonna get happiness, richness. So, but however, this North Node is sitting in the 8th house of sex, death, regeneration, and the ruler of that sign, Gemini, is in the 23rd, going into the 24th degree, an unfortunate fixed star. So to answer your question, I feel like something is going to happen. Okay, so the question is, oh wow, is the first of 1-2 degrees for fixed stars or for conjunctions and oppositions, or just conjunctions? Oppositions and conjunctions are the strongest. So I would say for both of them. So is he a great guy according to his chart? Yeah, he's for the people. He's for you guys. Will he die doing his, what will happen to him? It seems like he is going to win the presidency, but there are going to be people who plot against him. Okay. But just like Donald J. Trump, I don't care what they say. If you are not seeing this man in the office, then you can have this. You hear me? You can have it. And that's my time here, y'all. You know, I only spend an hour talking with y'all because I like to make sure that you guys are here. And don't forget to sign up for my astrology class if you have not already. You won't regret it. You get to learn astrology like we do now. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night, y'all.